Welcome to the program once again. Today you are in for a treat. We're going to have a remarkable story being told about a community being changed in a dramatic way. And here to tell us all about Hatfield CID, we've got Lucas Luckhoff with us. Lucas, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much,
It's great to have you here, and I'm excited to hear what you've got to share. Maybe before we go into what Hatfield CID is, just tell us a bit about yourself, maybe your background shortly, and then we'll get into the great things happening.
I'm Lucas Luckhoff. I'm married to Anna Marie. I've got two wonderful daughters. One's getting married this weekend. I've been a corporate guy for a long time. Lucky the Lord sort of got me out of it. I'm the CEO of the Hatfield City Improvement District for the last 2.5 to 3 years that I've been involved. And it's been a remarkable journey. I've been a member of the Brooklyn congregation
of Doxa Deo,
with Doxa Deo, with John, in the days of Ellen, so I come a long way. Yeah. So it's been remarkable.
So being in Doxa Deo for some years, obviously being a city changer, you've heard that many times before. But with Hatfield CID, maybe just give us a bit of a background, or maybe let's start with what is it doing at the moment. But I'd like to then get after that into how did it actually start? Because to have a dream and bring it to a practical expression. Sometimes a lot of people have dreams, but not everybody acts on it. Maybe just give us some insight into what Hatfield CID is actually doing.
Okay, so the Hatfield City Improvement District, that's what it stands for.
Okay.
We are there to do the urban management on behalf of the City Council. We see ourselves as an extension of the City Council. We do the urban management and the safety and security around the Hatfield campus of the University of Pretoria.
Okay.
The University of Pretoria is our biggest stakeholder. They give us about 50% of our funding, and then all the other landlords give us funding for the work that we do.
If you say landlords, is it companies in the area or entities? Or?
Anybody that owns a property gives us a levy every month, and with that levy we are responsible for the cleaning, beautification, maintenance on the one hand, and then the safety and security on the other hand.
I have to ask you, Lucas, I want to just pause here. How did you get these landlords to buy into this? Because mostly in a community, if the core things like you're saying, the service delivery is not in place, I mean, we're easy to blame government, but to get these people to buy into that, how did that happen?
In 2004, the university and the landlords got together, and they could see at that time that urban decay was setting in. And as you can imagine, the university can't just pick up his pens and move east like many people do.
True.
All right. So they made a decision then and there to start rejuvenating Hatfield. So it's been going for a long time, 14 years. But in the last 3 years, we've developed a 2040 vision for Hatfield. So there's a 20-year vision for Hatfield as a suburb. And it's a very simple vision. We say that we want a world-class suburb at the southern tip of Africa.
Wow.
We think it's got a great ring to it because it's all about leaving a legacy for the people that come behind us and after us. So primarily we are responsible, as I said, for the cleaning, beautification and maintenance. Okay. Just a few stats. We remove 40,000 refuge bags of rubble out of the streets of Hatfield, of which all gets recycled. We got a recycling agreement with the University of Pretoria.
Okay.
We trim all the trees, we fix all the potholes, we do the paving, we fix the street curbs. Every Monday I send a streetlight reports to the council. So we got a minimum standard of 95% of all streetlights must work. So aesthetically, Hatfield is really, for me, the cleanest suburb in Pretoria. But more than that, we're also responsible for the safety and security of approximately 40,000 people in Hatfield. Hatfield is a very densified area, so there's a number of building blocks that we have from a safety and security perspective. One, we have our own security company. So on a daily basis, we got 18 security officers strategically placed. Just incidentally, there's between 8,000 and 12,000 cars parked in Hatfield on a daily basis.
That's a lot.
So the chop shop owners, people doing that kind of work think it's open season. So we got to try and protect those cars.
Of course.
The only suburb of Pretoria who's got our own Metro Police bicycle unit. We got 10 Metro Police officers on bicycles, ensuring that there's law and order in Hatfield. And very shortly we're going to have our own Metro police station in a form of a client service center with a patrol vehicle. So the Metro Police plays a massive role. And then our other big partner is the Brooklyn SAPS Brooklyn. So we play a big role with all those stakeholders to ensure that we fight criminality. And from a crime perspective, there's really three things that's the problem. Contact crime, somebody grabbing your cell phone or something like that. Vehicle-related crime, theft of motor vehicle, theft out of motor vehicle, that kind of thing. And then substance abuse, drugs, amongst the young people. But we've been very successful. We've employed a sniffer dog that walks around in Hatfield, and we attack the supply line. So the drug dealers have all sort of exited Hatfield. We'd like to think that we're winning that war because it's a war against the destruction of young people's lives, and that's what we don't want. So in a nutshell, that's what we do. We, over time, would like to think that the work that we do will improve the property value of the people that are making a contribution
and the standard
to us.
of living for the inhabitants.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
We love Hatfield. In fact, every one of us wear a bib and it says proudly serving Hatfield.
Wow.
And I think that's the whole thing. I mean, every one of us live it every day. We live to serve the community of Hatfield.
But Lucas, two things I quickly want to ask you. First of all, you are saying that you are working with local government and not in spite of. You're saying you're working with the police and not because they're not maybe performing the way that we would expect. And I think a lot of people, in a way, in a vigilante kind of approach, if it's not happening from the government, then we will do it. But I hear you guys are saying we are working with. What is the significance in that?
I think the very important thing is to forge partnerships. I always say it's a partnership or a sinking ship. We're either going to make it work or we're going to go down. We must understand that government and the law enforcement agencies have got their own challenges. You must understand they're seriously under-resourced. And business have taken a decision that we will partner with these agencies to ensure that we help them, one. Two, that we make their work more effective. And I think thirdly, we would like to support the humans, the people that work there. Trust me, it's a tough job to be a policeman. I don't think it's easy. I mean, they go through harm's way on a daily basis. I mean, their families don't know if they're going to come back. So we'd like to make it easier for them, and we'd like to play our part. So for us, it's about a partnership. Also, from a council perspective, you probably will find that council have got other priorities. There are other areas with much bigger problems than Hatfield. So the issue is really to partner with them. They are friends, and we will always see them as our friends. But we will do our bit, and council will do their bit, and collectively we build it together.
But I think it's such a mature approach for any believer in what God is giving us as a mission on earth. Many times we think a backseat driver approach, telling everybody what they should do better. And we've seen that never makes any difference. The moment we partner, we're stronger together, there's a kingdom mentality between people. I think that's what you guys are experiencing. That's what a city changer actually should be doing.
God have asked us to be salt and to be the light. All right. We want to be part of the solution. We're not part of the problem. Of course. We're not part of the pollution. You understand what I'm saying? And, I always say to people, the minute that they start talking negatively, I ask the question, so what have you done about it? What have you done about it? And I think every believer, it doesn't matter where you are, you can be that source of light. You can make it better in your own way. And I think that's what God expects us to do. I think we're the hope to the world.
True.
Jesus has done everything for us. He came to serve. Why won't we serve?
True.
Why aren't we there to serve? Why don't we have a mentality of serving? And I think it's that mentality of serving that bring people together. The Hatfield CID is a good news story. You cannot believe how people want to become part of this story. I mentioned to you, there's 6 different denominations of churches. We're all working hand in glove together, serving the community. It's all about serving the community.
So the churches are engaged with the whole community, and it's a whole Hatfield You don't have to call it a specific entity because the whole community is actually taking hands.
Absolutely.
And that's the miracle.
And I think that is a miracle. I was fortunate enough to talk to 28 different denominations at once at a church in Hatfield where I told them the story. And one of the people stood up. He says, what you're doing here is a miracle. Cities try and do this. They battle with this. Yeah. You know, the barriers between churches have been broken down. Why? Because we all just want one thing. We want the kingdom to rule. We want Jesus to rule, irrespective where we are. In Hatfield, we say, He's the light. And I got to say this. All glory goes to Him.
Of course.
He's put us there. I'm only the manager. He's the owner.
Of course.
He's the boss.
Lucas, this is a remarkable story. And I think that's the second thing I wanted to ask you that you just answered. Why do we do it? Because Jesus said He didn't come to be served, but to serve others. Absolutely. And therefore we're doing the same thing. And I appreciate you telling the story. And I think it's everybody watching this is prayer that this will be the catalyst to more areas following this. So we can really see a city being transformed. We can really see the change of Christ through the hands and hearts of people making a difference. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for your time. May God really improve the hearts of people closer to understanding their mission and get them closer to aligning with that. And may we see this miracle happening in so many other areas. Thank you so much, Lucas. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.